Hey guys, in this tutorial we're going to show you how to spray paint your RC rims. So what you're going to need is a spray paint of your choice. In my case, I'm using a matte black. The rims that you're going to need from your RC vehicle to paint, various sizes of masking tape. In my case, I got some bigger and some thinner masking tape to get into the crevices. Some alcohol solution or some dirt removal, grease removal that'll help you make the paint stick better when you clean up your rim. And that's pretty much it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your rim of your vehicle, and you're going to want to get your cleaning solution. And even though it may look clean, it's not, because you still got a lot of caked in grease that's not going to let the paint stick on well. So you're going to soak the surface of that and soak the back surface of it. Let that sit for a minute. And then grab your rag. After a few minutes of the grease getting lifted from the surface, you're going to want to wipe it clean. You want to get every area because you don't want to apply the paint to a wet surface. It'll never stick. In my case, I've already cleaned the surface last night prior to this. So when you look inside, you'll see there's almost no dirt. Of course, there are a couple of it, but you see that there should be very little dirt. When you're done with your masking tape, your wheel should look like this. Let me show you how to put your masking tape on the correct areas of your rim. So now that your rim is all dry, what you're going to do is you're going to want to take all the sizes of your masking tape and try to cover up as much rubber that the paint would get onto. This helps prevent overspray. You can get your masking tape, peel a piece off, and try to get as close to the rim as possible without actually covering up the part that you're painting. This way, when you're painting, you don't get onto this part. Now, in my case, I'm not doing this side because, well, don't need to, because we're just painting this area. So once you've done masking off one side of the wheel, you flip it over and do the outside rubber of the wheel. Alright, so once you got all your tires masked off properly, take the time to go over in detail of your rims, the inside, outside, and every single part that's going to get covered in paint. You want to make sure the dirt's off, or any dirt or oil, grease, or whatever the heck you have on your wheels. And if you got a really tight area like I do, I forgot to hit this part, you can hit it with a Q-tip. As you can see up close, it's really hard to get in there with a rag. So what I can do is I can take a Q-tip and wipe all the crap out of there. So once you've got all your wheels done, you can go outside and take it to paint. And I repeat this, either do this in a well-ventilated area indoors, or do it outdoors with some sort of breeze to carry the chemicals away from you. And always wear a paint mask when you're painting. The idea before you paint is to have a cardboard or some sort of newspaper to prevent your painting surface below you to get all cracked and black. And make sure that you read your can for the proper temperature to paint in, because sometimes it'll be too hot or too cold and the paint won't stick well in the long run. So right now it's a relatively warm day, a little on the cold side, but it's pretty warm. The can says that this temperature is alright for that, so let's get into it. The last tips I have before we start is make sure you wear rubber gloves so you don't get your hands all painted up when you touch them. Flip them over. Make sure you shake the can for a good couple minutes to get the paint all mixed up and uniform. Alright, the whole key to painting the wheel is to do smooth, light strokes. Don't drip it. Just like that, nothing too crazy. You'll see that there are a couple white spots, but it's not. It's not all dripped in there. It's a very light coat. Going for round two. Just like that. Let it sit for a minute, and then go in again. Make sure to get all the spots. Now you'll see that a couple spots, this is my own fault, but right around the tape there are a couple white spots that I'm eventually going to have to remove the tape around to get to, so you got a complete black wheel. So make sure you hit up all the spots and touch-ups before you move on. And once you're done with your touch-ups, you're going to flip the wheel over and hit up the other side. Remember, light coats is a trick. Let it sit for a minute. Hit it up for round 2. While you're waiting for one wheel to dry, you can hit up the next one. You can get paint. Give it a minute. Hit it up again. Get the back side of it, or the inside of the rim. Wait for it to be done. And then flip it over again and see any spots that you missed. And do this for all the rest of your wheels. Take a look at how nice these wheels came out. Still a little bit wet, but depending on how wet each one is, try to pick the driest one and do a second or even a third coat to ensure that the paint lasts very long on this. Now, every manufacturer of paint is different, and in my case, my can says let it dry over 24 hours to get a complete cure of the paint. So, don't put this on your back on your truck until overnight. You know, you want the paint to last, you went through all this work, so you might as well stay the extra 24 hours just to make sure that your efforts pay off. One last thing before you put away your paint can, like I had about maybe a quarter, half a can left. So what you can do is to prevent the paint from drying up and clogging up your can, you can turn it upside down and spray it out until only air comes out. That way you know that you have a clean nozzle and you can use it for the next time. See you all later. Check it out, guys. Paint job looks amazing. Matte black. Can't wait to put it on the T-Max.